Hey everybody, I'm going to talk about a song today. I get a lot of requests for this song and a lot of questions about this song, especially one particular chord in this song that has become sort of somewhat famous around here in Nashville, I guess. The song is called Second Wind. I wrote this with my good buddy Darryl Worley, who went on to record this song and had a single on this song. Did pretty well on country radio a while back. But the song is called Second Wind, like I mentioned. And everybody talks about the mystery chord that's in it. And it was a mystery to us, too, quite frankly, when we first started writing the song. I brought the idea in. I think it was an early morning. I brought the idea in from Darryl. I'd just gotten back from the beach from a small vacation. I was down in Cape San Blas, Florida, in the Gulf of Mexico. And I was sitting on the beach, and I recall I was reading some essay by William James, and he was talking about the energies of man, the latent energies that we have that we rarely use, and he went on to cite some examples of some famous people who got a whole lot done during the course of the day. And it might have been the first time that term was ever coined. I don't know. The essay is very old. But he said somewhere in the essay, this so-called second wind that is available to us, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting on the beach and I'm looking out at the ocean, second wind. And of course, I wrote in the margin of the book, Second Wind, song title, guy goes down to the beach after a breakup to catch his second wind. Good enough. So I brought it back to Nashville, and Darryl and I got together and at a writing session that was planned, and we're throwing around some ideas, and I'm sure I threw that out and said, I don't know about this, Darryl. What do you think about this idea? I think he really dug it. And we wrote the song, and we didn't write the whole song. We wrote the verses and a lot of the chorus that day, but there was one particular part of the chorus where we just couldn't find the right chord. And looking back now, I know why, at least I think I know why we weren't happy with the fact that we couldn't find that chord. And so basically we started, we had the verse, there's an old friendly breeze that blows in the Gulf of Mexico. And somehow it always knows when I'm feeling low. So I'm gonna anchor down and wait till it comes around. Leave the rest of the world behind. Yeah, that's how I'll pass the time. Okay, we got most of that during the day. And then we started on the chorus. Till I catch my second wind. Get back up and gain control. We had that melody and we loved it. Control again. And Darryl's like, well, what chord is that, man? We were both playing. I'm going, control again. No. Control again. Maybe. Control again. No. Control again. No. Control again. No. Control again. I was going, what is it, man? What is it? I don't know. I can't. And we're grubbing around looking for that chord. And why were we doing that? Why we can't just be happy with any particular chord? Well, as looking back now, we weren't telling the truth, were we? That moment in the song needed some chord, like the rest of the song, but needed some chord that would support the meaning that we were implying there. This guy's gone down to the beach to catch his second wind and get back up and gain control again. Till I catch my second wind. Get back up and gain control again. Control. We need that feeling. And that feeling I couldn't find. We just couldn't find the chord that supported that feeling. We weren't telling the truth, were we? And so I went home that day, and I think we wrote most of it that particular day, but then I went home and I was just scrounging around thinking, I need to find that chord so I can take it back the next day and finish up this song. Well, it came to me that usually in commercial music, certainly the melody note will be in the chord, right? The melody note will usually be a member of the chord, especially if the chord changes on a downbeat. I mean, definitely this chord was going to, the chord needed to change on that downbeat, right? Till I catch my second wind. Get back up and gain control. Definitely need a chord change there. So what's the melody note? Control. So I'm looking around. Control, control, control. There it is. And I happen to know that that's an A note. I'm in the key of G. That's an A note, but that even doesn't matter. All I did was put my fingers, brilliant, put my fingers on every chord that I knew that contained that note. So the D chord, control again, no, control, F, control again, no, A minor, control again, kinda, B minor with the A as the 7th, control again, maybe, kinda, but wasn't right. And so, scrounging around for a while, I put my fingers in a place I don't usually put my fingers in writing country songs, and it's a kind of a out-of-town chord, they call it, a chord that I use in learning some of the jazz songs the jazz chords in songs that I love to play, and there it was. So I just put my fingers in that in that position. There's the feeling, and so till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control. Oh, control, and then that naturally resolves to the B7 again. Oh, that's a nice moment. Control again. Find the strength I lost back when. So my ear just took me back to that, back into town in that C chord. And so when we charted this thing in the studio, we ended up with, there's basically 3 different names for this chord. The standard chord symbol name that you would look, it was actually, I was proud, it was actually on the sheet music. It was called an F sharp minor 7th flat 5. Wow. So yeah, that's an F sharp minor 7th flat 5. It's like minor 7, it's a half diminished chord. Beautiful chord. Dissonant, but not as dissonant as a full diminished chord. I love that anomaly. Control again, and it naturally wants to, or stereotypically wants to resolve to the B7. So really, that's kind of a temporary modulation, like a lot of jazz songs do, right? Temporary mod. It's a 2-5 chord progression, 2 minor 7 flat 5 to a 5-7 chord progression in the key of really E minor. 2, 5, 1, those autumn leaves. Kind of the bridge to Autumn Leaves, I think. Anyway, so minor 7th flat, F sharp being the root, F sharp minor 7th flat 5, and it's also the split chord could be called A minor over F sharp, because it is an A minor form with that on the bottom, F sharp. So play an A minor chord and put that note on the bottom, the 2nd fret on the 6th string, and don't play the 5th string. You're kind of muting that anyway because your 2nd finger is muted over the 5th string. So the 5th string you don't really play. So to a B7. Sorry, there it is. To a B7, and then to a C. Then you're home from then on. But and when we wrote the chart out for in the Nashville number system, which is a wonderful way to kind of do a quick sketch of the function of the chords, they ended up calling that a 2 minor over 7. Interesting. It's a 2 minor, right? We're in the key of G. We play an A minor, which is the 2 minor in the key of G, 2 minor, over the bass note F sharp, which is the 7th of G. 7. So it's an A minor or a 2 minor over the bass note, which is the 7th scale degree of G. So 2 minor over 7, which is a cool way to think about that too. More of you're really thinking about the chord and the bass note being separate entities. See? Anyway, pretty cool. That became kind of the second wind chord in town. Everybody called it the second wind. I knew that was you when I heard that song, man. I knew that was your chord boy. I could tell that was your chord, like it's my chord. I just stole it from everybody else.